1 John 4 verse 8 Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. If you are seeking what is the greatest in all, seek love. And the greatest of them all is love. Here's why. No greater philosophy can ever outwit the wisdom of love. No greater religion ever existed but the religion of love. No greater belief has ever been proven tacit than love. No greater doctrine can ever replace the precepts of love. No greater commission was given to mankind but to love God and man. No greater duty is nobler for man to do but to love his neighbor. No greater education can be taught than the experience of loving. No greater extreme challenge exists than loving those who hurt and hate you. No greater security can ever be reliable than being surrounded by love. No greater economic crisis could bring to poverty a loving person. No greater joy can ever be felt than the result of loving the unlovable. No greater hope one could cherish than finding out somebody loves you. No greater experience can one have but to love and be loved. No greater technology can ever teach the manners of love. No greater opportunity one could grab than the elusive moment to love. No greater reward could match any grand prize than the consolation of love. No greater sin is ever unpardonable by a merciful and forgiving love. No greater dream anybody ever aspired than to be truly loved. No greater punishment is effective to any stubbornness but a firm love. No greater psychological treatment could ever relieve the mind but love. No greater ugliness exists when viewed through the mirror of love. No greater heroic deed can ever surpass the simple acts of love. No greater cold apathy can ever divide us from the warmth of love. No greater distance can ever be far that love could not reach. No greater heights is ever too high that love could not touch. No greater government is ever stable than the one whose foundation is love. No greater nation can ever be stronger than a people who love each other. No greater wealth of the entire world combined can ever buy a priceless love. No greater death is ever sweet than to die in the name of love. No greater language can ever be universal than the language of love. No greater force can ever be stronger than the strength of love. No greater war is ever fought than the battle of love against sin and hate. No greater evil is ever wicked that was not defeated by the power of love. No greater deity that has ever existed than the God that is love. No greater of all the greatest in the whole universe but love. Yes, and the greatest of all is love. Now you know what is the greatest in everything. Go love and spread about love.